Hi everybody, welcome back to today. And I'd like to say that it was first thing in the morning and I'm just putting the brew on, but actually it's not. We got up extremely late today because we went to bed extremely late last night. So today is a bit of a non-day, to be honest with you. We're not really doing a lot. We haven't got a lot planned. You can probably hear it's raining. It's just started raining in the last half hour. So today is just a non-day. In actual fact, Andrew and I have got a couple of videos that we're going to record. We've just been doing the bits and bobs around the outside of the van. I've done the toilet. Need to do the water and the waste presently when it's not raining. Andrew's just going off to do the rubbish, sorting ourselves out. Kettle's on, and we'll get ourselves some lunch and go from there. So yeah, not a great deal happening today. Right, we're going out for a walk around the site to have a look around. It is raining, which you can probably hear, but we're going to go out nonetheless anyway and see what we can see. We actually haven't walked around this site once since we've been here, so Angela and I are just going to get our coats on, get the dog lead on, and then go for a nice walk around and see what we can see. I'm going to change the battery in this camera because it's just about to go flat. Right, well, Angela and I have just been back from a walk, and as you can probably see from the state of my glasses, it's a bit ruddy wet, and you can probably hear it as well. So I thought, well, we're coming back to the van, we'll probably put the kettle on, but I suspect you're waiting to see the LEDs lights that I made up in the awning and working. And well, here we go. As I suggested on my recent update video, I've got a remote control, a little bit different to the one you saw. This lets me focus on 4 things at once. I've got A, B, C and D on there, as you can see. So if I click on A, now it doesn't produce a lot of light, granted, but what it does do is it illuminates the table, which is just down here. And for summer's evening, I think, Angie, this is going to be lovely, don't you?
Yeah. And also, when it is really dark, it is quite nice when you can see the table.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. We've used it quite a lot this week, actually. Since we've been away this week, we've used that one quite a lot.
Yeah.
We've used that one instead of the main awning light, which is on the side of the van, because it does illuminate the van without being too bright.
Yeah.
But here's the ones above our head. And again, I just press B for this one. There we are. What a difference. That's A off, so that's just those there. And as you can see, they've made a huge difference to this awning. Now it's still daylight outside, but as I said, this roof is quite thick, so it's quite dark, so you don't get any light coming down. But these have made a huge difference, and I think the warm LEDs were the right choice.
Yeah.
Otherwise it would have been too...
It would be overpowering.
And it would have been, I think, almost too white and too blue a look in this.
I feel like Blackpool illuminations if they were too bright.
Yeah. I'm happy with them. What do you think of them?
I think they're a lot better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You happy with them?
Yes.
Do you think they're worth the 30 quid that I spent making them?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, as you know, each LED strip is wired out to the back there. So what I've got is I've got this flap here for our awning, and the cables literally run down there. Now, granted, it's a bit of a mess because there is 3 meters of wire to each one of these, and I already knew that. The whole purpose of coming away this week with the configuration like this was I'm going to mark all the cabling and then cut them down to the correct length so that it's a completely bespoke setup. Now at the moment what I've got is I've got it temporarily lashed into this power cable here, which just goes into the kitchen window, and there's a power point inside the Caravan just in there. It's a bit of a mess, I won't lie. I've coiled up the cable, you see, to hide it away there. Then the actual control box for the remote is actually tucked up just up here, under here, and I've got the switch and the inline fuse up here as well, so it's all tucked up under there. You may notice I've got a blue plug there. All of that is just a bit of heat shrink, different coloured heat shrink, so I know which switch relates to which power point. So I know that the blue ones is B, and I know that the A ones are not. So that's the reason why I've got it like that. Right, it's group photo time. We've decided that we're all going to have a photo together, and we're going to make it in front of the Airstream, I think. So the dog will have to be untied, and unfortunately family 2 are still eating. Right, well, Deb and Steve are leaving us today, day before we go home, so we're just watching them humiliate themselves by hitching up. Yeah, so they're just hitching up and they're about to head off right now. So yeah, sad times actually. We don't want them to leave.
We don't want to leave.
Because consistently, Deb has been our evening entertainment. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Yes. Consistently. There are things which happen on site which stay on site, so unfortunately I can't tell you anything about them, but oh yeah, all memories, and not to be featured in any blog either. Okay, so Andrew and I have done a load of videos today. We've been out for a walk. We got recognised as well. Very nice. Didn't get the chap's name, but we got recognised. Well, I say we got recognised, Angela. Actually, who got recognised?
Myself and Chops.
I didn't get recognised.
No.
But no, one of our loyal subscribers. So thank you very much for subscribing. Good to meet you. Didn't catch your name, but I hope you have a safe trip down to Somerset nonetheless. So good to see you. So anyway, last night, and I suspect we'll have everybody over tonight for usual drunken shenanigans, although I'm not drinking tonight because we're driving tomorrow and I want to make sure I'm up with a fresh, clear head. So anyway, tonight's meal is going to be...
Thai green curry.
Thai green curry.